Imagine waking up tomorrow and you find out that the American dream has been legally, permanently cancelled. Your landlord is a person anymore. It's a $10 trillion algorithm. What if the biggest assets manager in the world, BlackRock, decided to stop playing the stock market and just bought everything? Every single family home in the United States. No more started homes. No more passing a house down to your kids. Welcome to the era of the forever renter. If you think the housing market is broken right now, you haven't seen anything yet. For deciders, owning a home was the only refutable way for a normal working class person to build wealth. It's your safety net. It's your retirement. But what happens when Wall Street takes that away? If a mega-corporation corners the entire housing market, they don't just control the property, they control you. They dictate where you like, how much you pay, and whether you get to keep a roof over your head. If this happens, the middle class doesn't just shrink, it completely vanishes overnight. You will own nothing, and you will have absolutely no choice in the matter. To understand how terrifying this scenario is, we have to look at how the world actually do it. BlackRock manages around $10 billion. The total value of the USA housing markets is roughly $47 trillion. Will they can't buy it all, it on afternoon rich cash, which immense leverage, government lobbying and algorithm trading. Let's say they put it over a decade. The first, let's look at the outbid war. Imagine you're set up for 5 years to put 20% down on your first home. You find the perfect place, you offer the asking price, but before the seller even reads your offer, an automated system from Wall Street offers 30% over asking, all in cash, waiving all inspection. You literally cannot complete. They buy up entire zip code in milliseconds, and a corporation has instantly infinite capital. Price is not longer an object. They aren't buying a home to live in it. They are buying a future cash flow. This leads us to the death of equality. Why does this matter so much? Because in America, 70% of a middle class families' net worth is tied up in their home equity. When you pay a mortgage, you are basically forcing yourself to save money in a sense that grows over time. You are building your own health, but when you pay rent, you are paying someone else's mortgage. If Wall Street owns all the homes that massive wealth transfer, trillions of dollars stop flowing down to your children and start flowing excessively up to corporate shareholders. This creates a permanent glass of renters who can never accumulate enough capital to escape. And then comes algorithm extension. Right now, if you have a mom and pop laundry, you can talk to them. If you lose your job, maybe they give you an extra week to pay rent. But BlackRock doesn't have a heart, it has an algorithm. Software programs are already being used by compromised landlords to calculate the maximum mathematical limit they can squeeze out of a tenant before they become homeless. In this scenario, rent are adjusted early, like airline ticket. Oh, there are a new factory opening in your town. Your rent just went up 40% overnight. You can't afford it. The algorithm automatically falls on eviction notes, and a new family is moved in by Tuesday. Supply and demand completely break. Because when you own entire owns all the supply, they are no longer competing for your business. It is a total monopoly on human shelter. But let's step away from the numbers for a second. Let's talk about what this actually feels like for a human being. Let's look at the emotional cost of living in a world where you are a parliament girls in your own country. Imagine it's 10 years from now. You are in your prime working years. You have a good job. You work 50 hours a week. But you're a forever renter. You want to point the nursery pink because you have a baby on the way. You can't. Corporate policy strict programs will not have that modification. You want to get a dog. Application denied by the algorithm because of the increased wear and tear risk. You want to plant a garden in the backyard. That bill is essential for Paragraph 12 and your 500-page laws agreement. You are living inside a spreadsheet. Let's look at real life today, not just as hospital in cities like Atlanta, Colorado, and Joe's Institutional insurrection already account for a massive percentage of all single-family home purchases. Look at the story of family right now in Georgia. They tried to buy a home for 2 straight years. Every single time they were outbid by an all-cash corporate buyer. They eventually give up and they have to rent. And who do they end up renting from? The exact same corporations that outbid them on the house they tried to buy. They are literally paying the market for the gain that crushed their dream. This isn't just about money, it's about psychological safety. A home is your fortress, it's the one piece of the earth that is you. When you take the away, you strip away a person digitally. You create a predicament on darkness of people who feel entirely disconnected from their community because they know they could be rinsed out of in 30 days. Why would you invest in your local school, your local parks, or get to know your neighbors if you know that a Wall Street algorithm will property force you to move next year? The social fabric of the country just disintegrates. Think about the children growing up in this world. They grow up in the house they can call home. They see their parents stressed every time a lease rate comes in the mail. They learn that no matter how hard you work, the system owns a roof over your head. This kills ambition. This kills the spirit of innovation. Why work harder if you know you'll never own anything? And it gets even darker. When corporation owns the housing, they also go immense political power. They can't lobby for laws that make it impossible to build new housing, keeping the supply low and their profits high. They can't influence the local zoning board. They eventually become the government of your neighborhood, but without the pesky problem of having to be elected by you. Here is the most terrifying part of this entire scenario. I'm calling this a what if video. We're pretending this is a crazy, extreme, dystopian future, but is it? While BlackRock specifically might not own every single home today, The trend of massive financial destruction, swallowing up single-family neighborhoods, is not science fiction, it's it happening right now. In your city, on your street, private equity from have resulted that the American family is the ultimate cash cow. The goal is changing. The barrier to entry for the middle class is being raised so high that is becoming a wall. If you don't wake up to the reality of what is happening to money and real estate in the country, you won't just be left behind. You will be owned. You will spend your entire life working to pay for a bedroom that belongs to a storeholder. On the other side of the country, you need to pay attention, you need to understand finance. Because the algorithms already understand you. They know exactly how much you can afford to lose before you break. Don't let them buy your future. The situation is bad, but awareness is the first step toward resistance. We have to decide what kind of society we want to live in. One where families own homes, or one where corporations or families. If this video opened your eyes, hit the subscribe button and hit button like. We decode the financial system they don't want you to understand. I'll see you in the next one. Now, go save your future.